Can't hear my radio, can you?
No.
Cool. Are we live? We're live.
Hello.
Alright. This is a short Jammy time. We'll see you guys later. Mm-hmm.
Can't wait.
Here's some scrapping here in a few minutes.
Yep.
Here's some major cat meowing. Shoot. I keep forgetting to mute myself.
It's all good.
Wish I could mute myself. That would be nice. Like, I really can't talk, guys. Don't ask me no questions. I can't answer you. Mm-hmm.
Yep. It's hump day.
Or it will be for the next 30 minutes.
Yep. For the next 30 minutes. Hump day. So go get your groove on and get back.
Well, find the nearest tree in your front yard and go hump the heck out of it.
Right.
Preferably with your clothes on.
Yeah. Go twerk a tree.
I have never twerked in my life, and I have not even tried it.
Neither have I.
Probably feel like a freaking earthquake going on in this house if I'd tried it.
I don't think so.
I sent a video on Facebook. This guy was twerking to some song. I don't even remember the name of it now. Did you see it?
Parking brake or something like that. He was twerking to. Yeah.
His wife walked in on him and videoed him, and he was going to town, and just going to town. So, whoa.
Something tells me he does that quite a bit. Because he had it pretty good.
I would call the mental ward right then and there before I would go any further. It wouldn't happen. If I come in and see Johnny Dunn twerking, that's the end of it. I'm gone. I'm moving. I'm leaving. That's it. I'm done. That's scary.
Yeah, that was pretty scary.
Yeah. He was getting into it, too. I mean, his whole...
I know!
I mean, he was getting into it.
Hanging onto the laundry basket or something.
He threw his arm up and was like, oh, my word.
Yeah. Something about a parking brake or something. He was twerking to some song. I can't remember.
Yeah, I can't remember what it was. One of those gas pump,
Yeah.
something. We are so out of it.
Yeah. Right.
Gas station, something, gas pedal, something.
Anyways, he was twerking.
He was doing something.
Yeah, he was trying to twerk. Whose underwear were those, too?
I was thinking the underwear was going to come down, and he was shaking it so much.
Yeah, me too.
They didn't look like they had any elastic left in them at all.
Yeah, I'd have been like, what in the hell?
If you're going to twerk, at least have some decent underwear on, please.
Gas Pedal. That was the name of the song. Gas Pedal.
Okay, gas pedal.
Yeah.
What a song.
Yeah, I know.
I was close. I said gas station.
Right? Yeah. You did good.
Well, if you want to do the rundown,
Okay.
you can.
Okay, dokie. Jerry Pruitt. Expert survive tips. Driver of all. Jack of all trades. Trumpet Vester. Ohio Wolverine. Mouse Toes. From Urban to Country Homestead. Kelly Parks. Stump Greenwood SC. iRadio 242. TR Prepper. Trunk Bent Jim. Boy in Blue 823. SA Survival Man. Heart of a Lion in You. Welcome to a Wednesday chat from hell.
Yes, welcome, welcome, welcome.
Yeah.
Bells and whistles going off.
Yeah. Yeah.
Pennsylvania Shane.
Hey, Pennsylvania Shane. Us bitches is doing fine.
Yep. We're here. During the week, I don't know where the week went to. I've lost some days somewhere.
Yeah, Michelle thought it was Tuesday.
I did.
Her little boy Zach was like, it's Wednesday. What?
I know. I said, no, it's not. He said, look, Mom, and he showed me in the car on the radio. It sure enough, it said Wednesday the 30th. I'm like, oh my gosh. I missed a day.
There's J Bobo 2320.
Bobo's in the house.
Mm-hmm. J Bobo's in the house. Just a second.
Okay. Let's get my roll call down, guys. I didn't do it last week. I took a couple times off.
She was slacking. Now all the books are all messed up.
I gave everybody a free pass, though. So, it worked. I don't know. I've been slacking past week or so. I've been slacking, guys. Sorry.
She hasn't felt very good.
Yeah.
With her throat and... Oh my God! Do not buy cats or get them free. Don't do anything about them. Just don't do them.
I think that's like the 10th time you've put that cat over there.
Hell no. Which one? My don't tread on me mug. Huh? Don't tread on me mug.
Oh, you want that for that?
Yeah, she does. You know she does. What?
She brought me a regular glass.
Oh. You gotta be sporting.
She just don't know me anymore.
I know, right?
She's been my mom for 38 years, but she don't.
Listen to you.
Hey, Team Extreme Michigan.
Howdy, welcome to this wonderful, wonderful day.
Eat the cat.
I was saying before you put your earphones, when you put them on, I said, I think I've seen you put that cat over there like 10 times already. Yes.
I know. He's driving crazy.
And then they go right back and do the same thing you just whooped them for.
And this time he got all tangled up in my earbuds. And it's not cool. IGI Customs.
Howdy, howdy.
She won't see that.
Thank you.
You're right, Stump. I might do that if I have some extra time. I'll go back and find out who was and wasn't. I just been off my game, but I'm back in the game now. I think. Yeah.
What kind of a game are you playing?
Just playing the game. That's all.
Right? Yeah. This is how we do it. This is how we do it.
Yeah. Let's see here. I have to make me go pee. Keep doing that. You're lucky I did that before we went on a little while ago.
Ah, that's good.
What are you drinking?
Blueberry grape sparkling something.
Blueberry grape?
Mhm.
Wow. Oh, Welch's.
It's good.
I hadn't seen that.
Hey, Knuckle Mac, thanks.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Let's see here. Okay, so see, I missed 2 weeks of my thingamajiggers here, and then I've lost all sense where everybody's at.
Uh-oh.
It's terrible. Usually I can just flip and know exactly where everybody's name's at. But I messed up and lost today. It's alright, it's cool. I'll find it. I want you guys to do us a favor, all you Jammy timers. We have not heard from Colts and Guns. You guys know who Colts and Guns is. He's very active with Jammy Time, and we have not heard from him. I've PM'd him. Dish has PM'd him. Stump PM'd him. If you guys could PM them too, and just let him know that you're checking on him. I know that from what I was told or heard, he had or has had health issues in the past. And I don't know if that's what it is, or if he just didn't have internet connection, or what's going on, but he hadn't posted anything on YouTube that I've seen. I didn't check his page today, so I hadn't been over there, so I don't know. But if you guys get a chance, if you guys could just send him a little message and just say you're thinking of him and checking on him, that would be great. I hope everything's going good. If it's not, we wouldn't we wouldn't have nobody to tell us.
Right.
'Cause I doubt that. I don't know if he lives with his grandma, or if he lives with his mom. I know he lives with somebody, but I'm not sure who the person is. So they wouldn't know about us, I'm sure.
Sure.
So.
Hello, Gator157.
Howdy, howdy. So yeah, if you guys could please just send him a PM, a message, and I keep calling it a PM. I guess we'll still call it a PM.
Yeah. Yeah, they've ruined that messaging thing. You can't put you can put a link to a video in there, but you used to be able to do the drop down.
Which was much easier.
Yeah.
What's that saying? If it ain't broke, don't fix it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, obviously somebody didn't listen to somebody. Sorry, guys. Just reading the comments. They go fast, they go slow. You guys know the deal. Let's see here. Giveaways. If I don't say your name, or if you know somebody that's in our little circle for Jammy time and stuff, that I know Mike DeLucia's having one, Terry Farley's having one. I'm Redneck Cockerham was having one. I don't know if his is over or not, but I know he was having one. Paper Tiger and Boy in Blue 823. If anybody knows. Anybody else that's having one, just put it in the comments and we'll shout them out. And before Jerry goes, his nephew or cousin, he just put in the comments a while ago, got in an accident and is in ICU, so you guys make sure that you keep him in your prayers. Isn't that the one that went with him to Susan's?
Probably, yeah. I'm not 100% sure, but probably, yeah.
I think it might have been.
Sorry.
So, Johnny said that his channel was closed and is no longer available for Colts and guns.
Well, some asshole probably said something and made him upset or something.
Yeah. Well, you guys just keep a lookout if you hear anything from him or see, know that he's got another channel or something going on. Because I don't see him deleting his channel and stuff. He was just getting going good. He was just enjoying himself a lot. So somebody must have said something out the way, or...
He might have got upset that he never received his knife from somebody.
Yeah, true.
Just walk all over me. Good God. Jeez.
Like, Ma. Yes, Boy in Blue. He was the guy who made the video to prove that he was really old enough and he was a man.
And he didn't even need to make that video because I don't think he even got the knife. Just saying.
Yeah. Yeah. Also, too, just a quick, Joe Prophet, he's active with Jammy Time, but whatever device he's using, he can't comment from home. But he always lets us know that he's in there. He always shares our videos and stuff, so I always know that he's in there. So I'm sure he's watching right now. But his grandma went back to the hospital. But she's back home now, so you guys keep his grandma in your prayers too. And that's pretty much, I guess that's pretty much it. Except one more thing. I don't know how long it's been. I think it's been a couple weeks now, but we had the giveaway going on. We've had so much going on. I have, Dish has. So we can't keep up with everything, but we try. But Miami, or the Michigan Woodsman, if I'm not mistaken, and correct me if I'm wrong, people, but I believe a few weeks ago he was kind of down and out. I think his mother had passed, and we didn't say anything about it because I kind of found out a little bit here and a little bit there. So you guys just, I know it's been a couple of weeks or so now, but you guys just keep him in your prayers too.
Right.
Because I didn't say nothing then, so I want to make sure that we said something now to make sure, because he's a good fella. That's a tough call. But anyway, well, that's about it on my agenda.
Pennsylvania Shane said he's finally going to do the drawing on his giveaway tomorrow.
Awesome. So if you entered his giveaway, you need to check it out tomorrow.
The Swedish paracord nut. No, I've not heard from him in a while.
I've never heard of them.
In fact, never. So, I have to check on him. Her.
Okay, that Jamie was the guy that helped Jerry, that went with Jerry to help Susan with stuff. I thought so.
Got it.
Yeah.
Got it.
Nerd girls in the house, guys.
Hey, Judy.
Awesome. Okay, so any new stuff going on? Anything you've seen lately?
Anything
outrageous?
Anything outrageous? I heard that GI Customs was making me a knife.
Oh, congrats! About time.
Yeah, I know, right? I guess you have to have a birthday or something before I can do you anything.
Right. Yeah, like GI Custom says, you guys keep him in your thoughts and prayers that he's going to his Africa adventure.
Yeah, we don't want him getting the Ebola fever over there.
Mm-hmm.
Which is very bad right now. Where he's going, why he's going there. I mean, I know why he's going there, but why he'd go there with a Ebola breakout, I have no idea. But to each their own.
Yeah.
I don't care if you're in Northeast Africa, that shit travels.
Yeah, right. I seen something on Facebook today. I'll have to. It was kind of, I don't know, kind of off the wall, kind of weird. I think Brandon Burrell said that he had actually seen this person and was going to get a selfie but didn't. But it's called The Woman in Black. It's this woman that has traveled like several different states, and people have seen her walking, and she's in all black attire. She's got a black hood over her face is black, her hands are black. I mean, I don't know what her nationality is. I know she's not, black is not her nationality, so I don't know if she's just dirty and hadn't washed or whatever, but she's been traveling. And it says that she just wants to be, she's moving to West Virginia, somewhere in West Virginia. And
does
she obviously
stink?
I don't know. The cops obviously picked her up and questioning her, and she just said she wants her privacy, but they told her name and everything. But everybody's pulling over and having selfies with her and videoing her and everything. She's walked across all these states.
Is she the one that had like the Middle Eastern get-up thing on?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
I did see that. I didn't read it, but I saw it.
Yeah, the people, I mean, they showed a video also of somebody that had actually was videoing her as she was walking, and she was just minding her business walking on the highway. But you know, that's a lot of walking.
Well, she's got good shoes.
I wonder if she does have good shoes.
Well, you know, that dork on that movie that everybody likes.
Tom Hanks.
He ran for 3 years.
Right. Actually, somebody actually put that in a picture of him in the comments.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, looks like we've got Zeba for Freedom in the comments.
Oh, awesome.
Mm-hmm. Hello.
Howdy, howdy. But yeah, I thought that was kind of just it's not weird or anything. It's just different. I mean, I don't know how I'd react. I wouldn't be videoing and taking selfies. I know that. I think that's disrespectful. She wants to be left alone in her privacy. I would just leave her alone because she might come back to get you or something.
I hope she don't go to that town where Rambo went, where all the cops are bad.
I know, right?
Because, you know, they don't like drifters.
Mm-mm. I wonder where she's staying and stuff.
I don't know, but I can smell her, so we should probably quit talking about it.
Yeah, you're right. I mean, she's probably been hustling it. Yeah. She's been hustling. They said the cops picked her up and gave her a meal and everything. They didn't seem to throw her ass to the ground and punch her lights out and all that shit, you know?
Give them time. Give them time. She hasn't run into the right cop yet.
Yeah, she'll have there'll be some haters out there.
Mm-hmm.
She said she worked for the Pentagon, but they said that was a lie. I guess if you work for the Pentagon, your retirement kind of sucks if you left walking.
Maybe she meant Pidgegon.
Maybe she meant a little tiny Pentagon.
There you go.
A little tiny Pentagon. The midgets, Pidgegon. You said Pidgegon.
Maybe she takes care of pigeons.
Yeah, the Pidgegon.
Pidgegon, yeah.
That's awesome. Yeah. We'll get some new words. We'll get our own vocabularies soon. We'll have our own book made up.
True.
That's right. It's like the paracord.
Yeah, that's true.
You let somebody correct me again.
No doubt.
Do you hear me?
Don't mess with Michelle's paracord, damn it.
Yeah, don't do that. If you're a true Jammy timer, you'll know it's called paracord, not paracord.
That's right.
You should know the difference.
Right. If I go to the store and I'm looking for some, I say, "Where's the paracord?"
Yeah. Well, see, I'm stubborn. I'm bound and determined I'm going to find it before I ask anybody. I'm like the man that don't ask for directions. He goes in the circle. I'm one of those. Like, I know it's right here. When I went to... Go ahead.
I said right.
Oh. When I went to Michael's, I was looking for carabiners, and I looked through the whole entire store. I mean, up, down, every aisle. And then, finally I asked somebody, and she directed me over to the sewing area and stuff, which didn't get it, and they still weren't over there. And then when I finally asked somebody at the front of the store, they were like, "Oh, we don't carry it like that." I'm like, "Seriously? You carry paracord?" And I said paracord. You carry paracord and the buckles and all this, that, and the other, but you don't carry carabiners? Seriously? Yeah. So, no, they don't.
George said he's going to miss Jammy time for 2 whole weeks.
Well, if you got your cell phone, which I bet you can't use it over there, you have the Yap app. I don't know how his phone works, and I can upload them up on the Yap app. You can watch them on the app.
Yeah.
That
is if he doesn't get smuggled or something like that, right?
I know, right?
Yeah. Something.
TR is just over listening the wrong way tonight. He heard the word Pentagon and it just set him off.
Yep. She knows it's paracord, Pennsylvania Shane. but it's not anymore. It's paracord. See, he just.
Whichever one, at least it gives you a break from your.
I know. Pennsylvania Shane, it's been renamed. It's Perry, P-E-R-R-Y, or P-E-R-R-I, whichever way you want to spell it. There is no paracord anymore. No such thing. It's
No.
paracord.
All parachutes are now paracord shoots.
Yes.
My parachute
It's a good thing to
won't
know.
open right on.
Right? Because they don't make the paracord that goes in the parachutes no more.
Right.
So, go ahead and dive. Bitch, dive. At least as I know, I was messing.
I know. Because you said don't anybody get or. Yeah.
I had somebody correct me the other day, and I got kind of nasty on G Plus with it. So, yeah.
It was actually quite funny.
Yeah, it was. Till he started cowering down, I was like, darn, I mean, come back at us with something.
It was like, geez.
It just nipped it in the bud right there. I'm like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Right?
That's crazy, crazy, crazy. TR, stop. There's no such thing as para. Para, like para. Pair, a para, pair. P-E-A-R. That'd be the first and only time TR listens.
Right? Yeah.
Mark that one in your book, people. Just like he's gonna can those green beans, and all the tops are gonna be down. He's gonna swear, he's gonna check every one of them. He's gonna touch each one and say, "Yep, they're sealed." In the middle of the night, he's gonna hear ting, 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 and he's gonna get up, and every one of the lids is gonna be popped up on it. He's gonna be eating a lot of green beans for the next couple of days.
Didn't clean the beans quite good enough.
I know, right?
The lid wasn't quite cleaned good enough for the seal.
Oh, I know. You gotta get them hot. You gotta get the jars hot and all that rigmarole. Yeah, I don't do canning.
Night, Stumpette. Have a good night at work.
Good night.
Yeah, that's true, Stump. 550 cords, a safe way to say it.
Yeah, but they ain't all 550 cord now. You go to Walmart and you find some Bobo, it ain't 550.
True.
So,
very, very true.
don't make me Google it. I know there is difference.
Well, they have an 8 something now too, paracord.
I know, but that shit's stiff. You imagine getting that. It's gonna be so stiff. There's just no way that you can make a bracelet and stuff out of it. It would probably burn your hands up because it's got more strands on the inside of it, so it'd be harder to bend.
Right.
Or try to do what you want to with it.
Sure.
Yeah. I hadn't seen none or touched none yet, but I'm just assuming that it would.
Oh yeah, you're assuming.
Yeah, it'd probably be too tough. Yeah, I didn't. Where is it? Oh, where's it at? What to do with it? Oh, here it is. I done a video, but it took like 100 and some minutes to upload. I don't know what's going on with. I think they hate me. Google hates me, or somebody hates me. And just so everybody knows, I deleted Google Chrome on my computer and deleted the whole thing, and I reloaded it, downloaded it again, so hopefully we won't have any more problems. I'm praying. So if anything happens this time, I don't know what to tell everybody. They hate me. This is what BB Miles' daughter and him made. It's got the key ring, and it's got some paracord, and it slides. It's got a bead on the end. And this is a whole roll of pink, hot pink duct tape.
Cool, cool, cool.
So that gives us another idea. I got plenty of these things. I don't know how they done such a good job at rolling this crazy duct tape. There's just no way. You see how well they done that?
Yeah, that's really, really awesome.
Yeah, I would never get it like that. It'd be all over the place.
Wonder if they used some sort of, like something that was exactly that wide.
Yeah, it looks like it. Well, it may be. They may have had something, but in here it looks like a straw or something.
Okay.
Where they started rolling it on. I can't. It's a hard. Looks like I don't know. But that's awesome.
Yeah, that is cool.
It's a neat little thing to put on your backpack if you need some tape.
Yeah, because I mean, duct tape comes in handy.
Oh yes. So that gives me an idea.
Hello, Sea Spearman.
Howdy, howdy. You're late. You're late. Let's see here.
She said, let's see here.
Okay. Well, we will slowly but surely bring our Jammy timers in.
Right.
AZ said old pen. Yeah, I don't have no old pens around here. Probably use straws, get some hard straws or something. Hey, I found some paper straws at Target the other day. I bet you could cut those. The hard, old-timey milkshake straws.
Oh, yeah. That's cool.
I bet you I could use those.
I haven't seen those in a long time.
Yeah, they had them in the party section.
Cool. So, I haven't heard from Bird Dog.
No, I hadn't either. She might have had a tough week.
He lived for a while.
Howdy, howdy. Yeah.
Yep, you never know.
I punched up, TR's name to send him a link.
Yeah.
And a name come up. It says Dish by Trish. There's a YouTube channel called Dish by Trish. It's weird, ain't it?
Very weird.
Yeah. Happy. I'm happy.
That's good.
Yeah, I like that song. You like that song?
I don't recall that song.
I'm happy.
No.
Oh, I don't know what the name of it is. I just know it's the words of it. So I'm happy. Where they do the clap clap where everybody's singing all over the nation now. What's that dude's name? He's a new singer, so I have no idea who he is. Howdy, howdy, TR.
Hello.
Someone's get me a flag and put it behind me, but it ain't gonna be a don't tread on me. I gotta get something put behind me now.
I was just trying to keep up with everybody else. Everybody got something cool behind them, so I had to put something back there.
Yeah, I might have to put something behind me to cover all this hot garbage. Definitely.
Who is Superfly's towel?
I think it's Ohio Wolverine.
I think
Well,
it's Ohio,
that's what
too.
I'm thinking too. I'm not sure. I was just wondering.
Yeah, beginning to worry about him.
Yeah, he's got alternate egos, different personalities. I'm starting to get worried.
I noticed something different when I joined in. It was there was a big message about allowing your camera, and I didn't even read it. I just said, yeah, whatever. Allow. I don't know what I just done, but.
I did the same thing.
Uh-oh. You guys are probably out there in the internet world right now, and somebody's got access to your camera, so when your computer goes off and we're done with a chat, they can turn your camera on while you're asleep and see everything.
Thanks, Michelle.
Make sure to close your laptops and tape them, guys.
Yeah. I got tape over my camera on my laptop, and I unplugged the camera I'm actually using, of course.
I always close my laptop down so nobody can't see nothing.
I always said it wasn't him, but I don't trust him.
He's a lion.
Right? Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Don't trust that man.
Yeah, he's the one that's got like 20 accounts.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and, oh, I just sent him another one. I don't know if he got it or not. Oh well. So what's up, TR? You happy about tomorrow or what? Are you excited?
Yeah. I mean, there's pros and cons of working first shift in a corporation. You know, there's a lot of craziness, politics and stuff, but at the same time, being on a normal schedule will be, when I say normal, but, you know, sleep at night, work during the day. I'm looking forward to it.
That'll be good. You're still working the couple days on, couple days off thing, right? Or
Yeah, it's still the same. It's actually even the same days. It's just the day shift instead of the night shift. So it's still 2 on, 2 off kind of thing.
Oh, okay. So it ain't sucking up all your daytime, like Monday through Friday type deal.
No. It's still the same thing. It's like this weekend I'm off, but, you know, like next weekend I'll work, but I still will be able to get on the chat. I just can't stay real late, just like tonight. I can't stay, you know, throughout the whole duration because I got to get up and go to work the next day.
Right.
But I'll be free every night, you know.
Well, that's cool. Yeah, no, don't stay up real late.
Yeah.
Hey, Stump.
Howdy, y'all.
Hello.
And Mr. Dunn.
Howdy.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Stump. Dish.
Yes.
Have you had time to inspect your, I can't even think now, sleeping bag?
Yeah, it's in good shape. It's in really good shape.
There's nothing I need to bitch at them about?
No.
Not that I'd probably get any money back off of it or not, but I mean,
right.
I want the review to be written right, you know what I mean? So.
Right, yeah.
Nobody, if they are, you know, not selling what they say they're selling, I was going to blast them on it. So that's the only reason I'm asking.
Oh, yeah. I plan on doing reviews on all my goodies. I got a whole row of videos lined up.
Cool.
Right?
You need to check on her other box. She didn't get it today.
Still hadn't got the other little one?
No.
Huh.
Mystery.
All right, let me go check.
Johnny, when you talk, I don't even get your icon. It just goes black.
Yeah, it's doing that to me too. 3 out of the 4 of y'all is nothing.
I was just gonna say everybody's froze but Stump.
Yeah, Stump's the only one that's coming through. I can see him.
Mhm.
Yeah, it's black on
Michelle,
mine.
and Dish is all black.
Yeah, it's
And I can
something to
click on
do.
myself and see myself, but
You
Well, I
know,
got the big black guy standing in front of me. Just a minute.
That's your screensaver. That'll count.
You guys check your cameras at the top too, because Dish had to do that earlier. She had to go in and click on her camera settings at the very top under settings.
Yep, we are all icons on the video except for Stump.
I noticed that too.
what did you change or check?
Let me cut my bandwidth down a notch, maybe see if that helps.
When I came into the chat, it wanted me to change something to do. Yeah.
Mine's showing it's on a USB device, and it's not. It's built in, so let me see if that'll help. Now, do you see me?
Yeah. Well, there for a second.
For a second?
Yeah, I can see you.
What'd you do?
Hit the settings, and on the camera, the top one, the first setting, it was saying that I was using a USB camera, but I'm not. It's just the built-in deal.
I don't know.
You still seeing me?
The way you kicking in and out.
Yeah.
Somebody said that I was back, so I cut my bandwidth down just a hair.
I can see you. Can you guys see me?
I still can't see Dish. I can't see Michelle.
No, I see everybody but me and Michelle.
And let me cut my bandwidth down too.
Sunday.
See if that helps.
You would think Wednesday night would be a pretty slow night, and you wouldn't have a lot of problems with bandwidth.
True.
Yeah.
Yeah, they say they see TR and Johnny now.
Yeah, Michelle and from what I see on the screen, Michelle and Dish is still icons.
Yeah.
Well, I've got Dish now, but Michelle's still just her icon.
Okay.
It may be something.
Maybe it'll catch up here in a minute.
Yeah, it will. I'm here though, so it's cool. We'll keep going forward.
All right, now I can see Michelle and now Dish on the live part. Not, I'm talking about, you know,
right.
The YouTube thing. The YouTube deal. Y'all finally popped up. So
Okay.
maybe everything's.
That's crazy crap.
I told you guys every time we do a chat, they screw with us. YouTube, Google, they just.
Well, when I logged in, it says chats have changed. I had to hit the allow on the browser thing and allow the camera to come on or some shit.
Yeah.
So they jacking with the camera settings.
Yeah, I don't know why it done that, because I still had to change my settings because I don't use the camera on my laptop anymore. I got another camera, and so it didn't. Yeah, so it didn't change anything, but I had to hit that little allow button before I could get on the chat. Like you say, they're fucking with it again.
Yeah.
Michelle needs to quit pissing off the NSA.
Right.
I got something up in the left-hand corner with a little fire symbol on it. And Michelle said don't touch it because it says something about intercall or Hangouts allow participants to join your Hangout by phone.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is some new shit. Now that you mention that.
Yeah.
But the yellow tag thing, the showcase is new from like last week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know what the fuck that is either. I meant to ask one of y'all.
I hadn't clicked on it yet.
Wait till
I'm afraid to
do it. Don't click on anything, guys.
Yeah, I'm afraid to click on any of this shit.
Booby trap.
That's what I'm saying. I noticed it Saturday. Yeah, Saturday. But I was like, I ain't touching that shit because we haven't had enough.
I'm pretty sure I don't have any, porn on my computer, but I don't know. So might show my bookmarks or something.
Right?
True.
Damn.
Yeah, Mouse Toes is right. I think it's all the pink. The NSA don't like it. They got us under observation.
They'll have to get
Right.
over it. And we'll have to get over it for real.
Maybe the NSA is gay and they like pink.
Well, that could be. That could be.
Although I hear a lot of gays like purple.
I know, right? I was just fixing to say that purple is the choice.
Yeah, purple.
And that's for serious. I actually know people that.
Me too. Right on. Yeah. Me too.
I've got people back in Carolina, or Megan has a lot of friends that are that way, and they love purple to death. I don't know what it is.
Or fluorescent pink and yellow.
Mm-hmm.
Those fucking shirts that look like you would think it had to have batteries in them. They're so damn bright yellow.
Right? Mm-hmm.
I'm not making fun of them. I'm just saying,
Yeah.
Because I know some, people I work with, and that damn shirt was like, it's almost like you have to like hide your eyes from it. And say, damn, that some bitch is so bright. What kind of batteries that thing take?
Yep.
Dang.
Got a 9-volt battery in his sleeve.
Yeah.
They got a 9-volt battery someplace.
Right. All right, Michelle went black again.
Yeah, she's been froze for me for the whole thing.
Yeah, she is froze.
Are you there? Are you talking?
I'm here. I'm here.
Okay.
All right, she's still there. She just froze up.
Yeah,
It's pink. That's what it is.
The picture's froze in the little icon down there, but when you click on you, it's black. So
Yeah. Well, hopefully it was.
they're still tripping.
I got my flick down pretty good there, TR. Ooh.
I hear you over there flicking it.
The tenacious, you can kind of, if you had to, you can kind of, it's adjustable. You can loosen that just a little bit. And I put like a little drop of oil in one of the holes.
Oh, okay.
Like some gun oil or something like that. And it's got a bronze bushing in it, or it's bronze or copper, I forget, something like that. Brass, okay. And
now you tell me.
yeah, and that helps out a lot.
Haven't cut myself yet, but that's only because my fingernail was in the way.
It's hit your fingernails a few times?
Yeah. I knew God put those there for some reason.
Right?
Well, it's safe to say I'd just soon not talk about getting cut by new knives.
Uh-oh.
The Spyderco and the Big Kershaw both have done got me.
Uh-oh.
Yep. Bad part about it is when you get a new knife, it's like it's alive, because you have to come to an understanding with it before it quits getting you.
That's right. Oh.
Now TR's froze.
You there, TR? Oh, no, he's froze.
Wow.
Some bitch.
Click on him, he's black. Go on black screen too, so he may have to pop in and out.
Y'all making me nervous to comment on either side or talk much. Jesus.
Right. This means war.
He said his PC is restarting. He'll be back.
Okay.
And I can't say all the other words he wrote behind
Yeah.
it.
Windows 8 got him again.
Right. That was part of it, but
Alright, I'm going to refresh my YouTube comments. Not getting nothing. I know somebody's out there saying something.
yep.
Apparently not.
Yeah, the last one I got on the comments was Mouse saying "ouch" to me.
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
That's the last I got too. Oh, there goes Spearman.
Yep. Nah, Bubba, I'm good on the first aid kit. And, you know, that's the crazy thing. The spider code got me while I was sharpening it. Okay. Yeah, I learned to keep my damn thumb below the strop from now on. Because I've got it on a hardwood board.
Alright.
The Kershaw, I just got through cleaning it up. You know, I had it outside, you know, clearing some brush around the house. Had it sitting on the table beside my recliner. Set my damn drink down, and I did. I don't know, it was right on the edge of the table. The damn thing fell over and got me in the leg. Threw my jeans into my shin. It was not fun.
Ooh. Yeah, that was an owie.
Oh, yeah.
That shin's a sensitive spot.
Uh-huh. I said a few of those words that we're not allowed to say on here. Which, you know, if anybody out there is remotely interested, my grandma told me about it, and it works great. Club soda is the best thing in the world to get rid of blood and carpet and clothes and shit like that.
Okay. Have to remember that for the next killing.
Right?
On that note,
It's
don't
expensive throwing all them carpets away, wasn't it?
Right? Yeah.
Yeah.
You ever watched the TV show Dexter?
Oh,
That
yeah.
used to come on? See, that's the route you got to go.
Yep.
Duct tape and Bisqueen, everything.
Mm.
And then you have no issues. Unless you drop the knife or pokes a hole in it or something.
Yep.
Sorry, my computer just decided to reboot. No warning, it just boom, shut down, blue
Mine
screen.
does that.
That's
I
nice,
hate
isn't it?
that.
Yep.
I'm sitting here trying to carry on the conversation. Just boom. It's like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Everybody's saying the comments are laggy and slow. And I agree.
I don't doubt it, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, they seem to be backing up and then loading worse than normal.
Susan says peroxide will work on those blood stains too, Dish, even if it's been washed and dried.
Oh, okay.
It'll bleach them out anyway.
It's true.
Yeah, at least eliminate the DNA portion.
Yeah. I think I got rid of that vehicle already. Tarp wasn't spread out good enough. No, I have had deer blood though in the back of my car. So.
That helped to get in the back. You put a deer in the back of your car?
Well, it wasn't a car, but it was, you know, yeah, sports utility vehicle.
Yeah.
SUV, yeah.
Right.
Yes.
Right. Okay.
Yeah, I threw it back there. I can't throw it on top. It's too high up.
Yeah.
Throw them in the bag.
I got you.
Yeah. Even though I put tarp back there, they seem to bleed someplace.
Yeah. It always finds a way, don't it?
Mhm.
When does hunting season start? What day?
Or there's early gun season in September, but officially bow season starts October 1st.
Y'all worry about hunting seasons?
You didn't hear this from me, and I'm not saying this, but my neighbor's got a little fawn he's raising right now.
Oh, okay.
I ain't saying he's raising it to eat it. I'm just saying he found it.
Mm-hmm.
And he brought it
That's been
home.
happening a lot lately. What's wrong with these mother deers?
Yeah, and
Leave
he
it
said
again.
this one was almost like still wet from just being
Oh
born.
my gosh.
Wow.
Yeah, and this was just here in the last couple of weeks.
The moms might be getting runned over.
Well, that might have been what happened, because he found it on the side of the road. It was just standing there, and he's had it for a week or two, which I don't think we're really supposed to raise wild animals. I mean,
Yeah, we're not either.
yeah, but what was he going to do? He's like, well, let me take it home. Now it's like a dog,
Yeah.
Right.
And it was too small to eat
Mm-hmm.
at that age.
Yeah.
You would have just killed it for no reason. I mean, you could took a fillet knife and scraped all the meat off the bones and might have had one hamburger.
Exactly. Yeah. Yeah, I might have
I
tried.
mean, a damn tender hamburger, but
Yeah, I need to go down there and make a video, but I don't know how I have to do it somehow covertly, not to give away too much, because, I mean, technically it's illegal, but at the same time it was being humane to take it in,
Yep.
Hey, Gorilla Devin.
Hey, Gorilla.
Howdy, howdy.
Yep. Hey there, Gorilla.
If I had a big yard and lots of land and stuff like that, I'd raise it too. Dang on if I wouldn't.
Yeah, it looks like everybody's showing up right now when I go look at the chat. So it's just a little lag error or something going on.
Yeah, they having their glitches still.
Yeah.
It's because they've made changes. Sorry, Stump, go ahead.
I was going to tell Chad if he's already burned and buried him, it may be a little late for the peroxide.
Yeah, right.
Go Snitch, you really and truly need to get rid of blood. Yeah, baptism by fire does work.
Amen.
True.
On Breaking Bad, when that guy was told to put the guy's body in the Rubbermaid container with the acid, and he didn't listen, and he ended up doing it in the bathtub. Ate right through the bed. He wouldn't fit in the bathtub, or in the Rubbermaid tub. I had to put him in the... He was like going, oh, God.
I can't remember what movie it was, but I watched one time where they called the guy in to clean up. They called him the cleaner, and that's what he did. He acid bathed,
that was
destroyed everything in acid.
Was it Pulp Fiction?
I think it might have been, yeah.
Yeah, because they called in Harvey Keitel or whatever his name is.
Yep.
I don't remember who the actor was, but they called him. I just remember they called him the cleaner, and he was acted real strange, and they were even like, "Wow, okay."
Yeah. They were like Trigger Man, and they were scared of him.
Hey, Chris.
Hey, Chris.
That is one of my favorite movies right there. Pretty much any Tarantino film.
Yeah. He has a weird sense of whatever, but it makes for a good movie. That was definitely a twisted, screwed up movie, but at the same time, entertaining.
Oh, yeah. I tell you, another one's about half crazy, and you need to be a quarter crazy just to watch it and make sense of it, is that Fear and Loathing in Las Vegas.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's been a while, but I remember watching it.
Yep.
And wasn't it Johnny Depp in that? Or I got the wrong one?
Yeah, Johnny Depp was in that.
Yeah, where they stayed stoned in the hotels and shit, tripping.
Yep, dressed up like an alligator and flooded the motel room and stuff.
I'll tell you one that screwed me up for about 30 minutes. I couldn't figure out what the hell was going on. Was 12 Monkeys.
Right.
I was like, is he really going back and forth in time? I mean, what the hell's going on? I mean, that movie messed me up for a little bit till I finally wrapped my head around about what was going on. And I don't know, maybe I wasn't paying attention, but
I'll have to check that one out.
it's got Bruce Willis in it and Brad Pitt. It's a futuristic movie, but he's jumping back and forth in time trying to fix a problem. And it just, but they don't explain it. They're just doing it. And you're like, what the hell's going on here? Because one minute he's in Civil War, next minute he's in the future. You don't know. You're like,
oh, man.
You're like, is he going fucking mad or is this shit really happening?
Dang.
Well, Susan says acid bath is not guaranteed to dispose of a body. It takes a while. And Mouse Toad says, well, Susan.
I heard gators were good to get rid of bodies.
All right.
According to movies, anyway.
Right. And hogs.
Yeah, hogs. I heard that too. Yeah.
Yep. I'm going to be quiet at this point.
Yeah.
Right.
That's what I say. I think we need to change the subject.
Right.
Oh, no. Go on. Go on.
The TV show Deadwood.
Yep.
They used to take the bodies down to Mr. Yang or Wang or whatever they call him, and then
He said Wayne.
right. One of the oh God, what's the psychiatrist? It was the Hannibal Lecter movie series. The guy that Hannibal Lecter had tore the face off of and crippled, had them hogs rushing.
Oh yeah, yeah.
They were going to eat him, you know.
Mhm.
That's two movies that I've seen the hog thing in.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw a Chuck Norris movie where they were making a man eat ruined hog to get him to talk, and I thought I was gonna throw up. And then one of the Saw movies, this guy is tied down in this vat, and there's this big grinder going, and these rotten hogs are being, just thrown all over his body, and it was like going, wretch.
Remind me not to go to Dish's house for movie night.
Right.
It's bad enough in her fucking dungeon.
Right, yeah.
Right.
I thought I'd start streaming live movies down there.
Yeah. Go from physical abuse to mental abuse.
Right.
Ohio, there was a thing on TV a while back. There was a forensics guy that actually caught somebody that used that exact same method.
Really?
Something to do with the fish, the medication the person was on that had got killed. The fish in the pond had it in their system, and that's how they figured out what had happened to the guy.
Way to go.
It must not be too bad of a lag, because that came up. You started talking about that just right after I seen his comment.
Mhm.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, it's probably still a 30, 45 second lag, but
yeah.
I know that guy on Fargo was doing it really stupid, throwing the guy's body in the chipper shredder all over the snow.
fucking blood everywhere.
That makes a lot of sense. That won't show up.
Okay, yeah, let's change the subject. I'm getting some ideas. I got a few people I'd like to do that to right now. So let's change the subject.
They like your character too, Michelle.
I like it.
You had to. You had to have a strong middle finger to flick that damn thing out.
Yeah, it's not a flicker for me.
Yeah, you have to get a little wrist action with it too. It's the only way I can get it to go out.
Yeah, mine's tough.
Yeah, it's stiff, no doubt.
Yeah.
And not the right kind of stiff, but anyway. for women anyway.
Yeah, I ain't gonna be doing much flicking because my wrists are in bad shape, so it's hard for me to do that stuff. So I don't do it.
But if you get the tenacious, lubed up a little bit, and adjust that screw dish, you can get it without the. You don't have to do the wrist movement. And the trick is to put the pocket clip so that it's like tip up if it was in your pocket. And what I do is I put my pinky on the pocket clip to hold the knife secure.
So you don't cut your pinky off?
Yeah. Well, I mean to hold the knife. Instead of trying to hold on to the knife, I actually I just really put my pinky on that clip to hold the knife secure in my hand and then flick it out. Okay. I ain't saying that's the proper procedure. That's just what I
works.
Yeah. And that's true on the paramilitary too. I mean, I stick my pinky on that pocket clip, and then I can, with my middle finger, flick it out.
Okay.
That's how I learned. That's what works for me anyway.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. And I've gotten so used to doing with the middle finger flicking it out that I can't even do the flick it out with my thumb anymore. Because I'm just not. I'm out of practice. I just do the middle finger flick, and it's just become natural. But like I say, I carry tenacious every day. This is my everyday carry knife, so I've gotten used to it.
Hey, Brandon.
You probably feel a big difference in the scales or handles over that carry too between the tenacious. You can tell the tenacious, those are pretty nice grips at G10. They're not grippy, but I mean they feel quality to me anyway.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just trying to change the subject there.
All the thoughts are running through my mind now. Oh, Tara's in the house.
Hey, Tara.
Hey, Miss Tara.
Howdy, howdy.
Tara is in the house.
Wow, Tara come in and it got really quiet. What happened?
Catching up on the comments.
Yeah, just reading comments.
Some comments?
I still don't have a tracking number on your last package dish.
Okay.
It's still not showing anything.
Oh,
And it was supposed to have been there by no later than Tuesday at 8 p.m. So definitely, if it's what's today, 30th. So that's just one day. So if it don't come tomorrow, let me know, and then I'll contact the seller.
Okay.
And try to see what's going on.
I was hoping Bird Dog would be in here, and I was going to let her know that I was waiting on this package to come in. I got some brass rivets to make a sheath for that knife she got from Boy and Blue.
Oh, cool.
They come with a little washer that goes over. I don't know how good this is coming out, and I also got the little tool that you use to, flatten it out and all that stuff to make a knife make a sheath for the knife she got from Boy Blue. Because the other rivets that I was using, to me, they seemed like they might let go. I mean, it wasn't real sturdy, and these brass ones are just like super heavy duty. So I thought that'd be pretty. If I'm going to make a leather sheath, I'd rather use these.
Right. Well, that's cool. There you go.
Gorilla, that's awesome, man. I hope you get the Hope you get the deal done.
Me too.
What's he doing? I might have missed it.
Okay. He's working on something. Looks like he may have a production deal with a custom knife maker in his neck of the woods.
Okay.
To do the sheaths for him.
Yeah.
Cool.
For the knife maker, I mean.
Mhm. Well, I can say firsthand, I think it's easier to make the knife than it is the sheath. So, a lot of respect for making the sheaths. I mean, like I said, I've tried my hand at the leather ones, and I've gotten it down where I can make a pretty good one. But it seems like there's more craftsmanship into the sheath than there is a knife. I hope I didn't come across wrong, but I mean, I guess it depends on how good a quality a knife you're trying to make. But the sheaths, that's a whole different art form there. It's definitely two different art forms.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
And I work with metal on a normal, everyday, what I do. So I guess that's why the knives seem to be easier for me than the leather. So I guess it just depends on where you're coming from, It's like woodworking. I can't, I hate construction, but I can weld and fabricate anything you fucking need. But don't ask me to build a little building because it's going to be crooked and lopsided and everything else.
Uncle Cal.
Hello? What?
Safe word. Uncle
Safe
Cal.
word, Cal.
Oh, that's a safe word. I missed that.
Just throwing things out there.
Yeah, my baby chick's still doing good, man, Brandon. They've grown just enough that now the mama goes into the coop at night and they follow her in, so everything's cool.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah. Now the one I call him the little mini me for the mom, the one that's a little older, I had to kind of guide it into the coop tonight because chickens they wouldn't be good at a maze. They can't figure out how to get into places
right.
very good. They're kind of dumb, but so I had to. That was the only one that was out. It would get up under the coop and look up and trying to figure out, run around in circles, and I finally corralled it, and I was like, go this way, and then it finally went into the pen, and made it in. But they lack them just a little bit. They got no maze skills whatsoever. If they're on one side of a fence, it's beyond them to figure out how to get to the other side.
Right. Where are we? It's like, Mom's over there. We need to get over there.
Yeah, exactly. I'm pretty sure all the little chicks, there's the new little hatchlings or whatever you call them. I'm pretty sure they're all going to be barred rocks. That's why they're black. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I had a lady ask me at work because she watched my videos and stuff, and she was like, "They're all black." And I was like, "Well, she sat on the other eggs too." And then I, backtracked a little bit, and I was like, "What are you trying to say?" She's interracial.
No doubt. Right. Right.
Why is it always got to be a black and red thing?
Yeah, exactly. I felt great for her because I felt bad for that hen that was kind of reddish. That's the mom, because she sat on eggs for months. But what it was, she really wasn't fertilized because she was sitting on eggs, and the rooster didn't have a chance to fertilize the eggs, you know. And she just kept sitting. She finally gave up, and started sitting on the other hen's eggs, and that's when all those came out.
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't know if you noticed in any of my videos, there's one hen that she's like missing part of that little red thing,
Yeah.
and on her back she's got some like bear skin. It's because that's the rooster's hoe right there. She's getting hers, but she's still laying eggs, so all them legs are fertile as hell.
Right.
And that's the ones that red hen or brown hen, whatever you want to call it, started laying on, and that's the ones that hatched out.
The other hen was just too tired to sit on them eggs.
Yeah.
The reddish hen that did sit on them, though, she's probably going to be your best brooding hen anyway, because she set hers so long and then finally took over another one's.
Yeah.
You'll have to keep an eye on her, though, because she'll start trying to sit on everything.
Yeah, she does. I've noticed she'll like if I looked into the coop through the top where I got a little bit of opening, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, she'll be on different nests. You know, I mean, she's definitely a what they call broody or whatever. She's got that mom instinct big time, and she takes care of those little chicks big time. I mean, she really does. So. I was just looking at the comments, but anyway.
Right.
That's a good one to have if you're trying to maintain and keep, you know, and that's one of the things I was, you know, I mean, like I said, as a so-called prepper or whatever I am, I mean, I don't know what the fuck I am, but anyway, you know, it's good to see the chickens reproduce and, you know, like maintain and, you know, to the point to where I'm going to have to start, you know, thinning the flock out and take a few and eat them, you know, and that's what I want, you know.
Oh yeah. Well, if you're gonna bother with the expense of raising them, you might as well put a few in the freezer.
Mm-hmm. And I'm sure with all these new little chicks I got, there's gonna be a couple of roosters in there. If nothing else, I'm gonna have to get the roosters out. Can't have too many roosters running around.
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, because they'll just be constantly fighting.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I got the nanny hen, the hoe hen, and just for anybody who wants to know that the one that gets that stays with the rooster, it's real slim, and the one that the kind of like married hens, they kind of big. So and they don't get much either. They don't give it out much. I'm sorry, I just had to go there. But it's true.
You're right.
My comments died again, or ain't nobody talking one.
Yeah.
That was really just a joke, but I was just trying to be funny.
No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding. We gotta liven up this party, you know what?
Where's a beer when you need one?
I'm about to go find out.
Right?
Yeah, Susan, that's why I say I you know, with what few chickens I got, one rooster is enough. I don't need two roosters and 5 or 6 hens running around. You know, that's just, you know, you have you know, big ass flock, then you can have 2 or 3 roosters running around. But
Roosters. They get in fights sometimes, or is that not true?
Oh yeah,
Well, yeah.
Yeah. One thinks he's more dominant than the other one.
hmm Yeah, they definitely get that. I had 3 roosters at one time, and I had to fan them out. It was just too many.
hmm
Like I said, well, what few hens I had, that was too many. If I had a dozen hens running around, well, you might have a few roosters. I don't know. Okay, Susan put in there 1 rooster per 10 hens.
Okay.
Yeah. And I don't really predict me having more than 10 or 12. I mean that's my limit right now.
My experience with chickens is pretty much the opposite end of the scale. Everybody I know houses chickens. It's all roosters and no hens. But,
Really?
that's a totally different game or business or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, I sort of say that's more of a business there. That's a little bit.
Yep.
Down low. When you see the little bitty the little bitty brown fucking little pens and there's just roosters in it in a yard and there's a bunch of them. Yeah, that's a whole different. They're not raising them for food.
a lot of those guys around here, man, they'll go to like the any of the local trucking companies, have half a truckload of pallets delivered, just lean 2 pallets together, or a little bit of chicken wire in a circle around it, just close off both ends. That's the way they keep them up. Anyway, that's a path we didn't need to go down.
Yeah.
We always had bunches and bunches of chickens. There weren't a certain number of roosters or hens. People would just give us chickens, and we just take them in. You want to get rid of chickens, we'll take them. So.
Yeah, that might be it, Johnny. Maybe Brandon needs to reduce his bandwidth one click.
It's the only thing I could think of. If you say the internet's solid, unless could be just you getting Googled, I would create a second channel for call it like Brandon Ferguson Chats, like Bird Dog did, because she was having those issues with her main channel. But I think it's more than likely the bandwidth deal. I was having issues with mine too until I keep mine knocked back 1 click from full bandwidth, and it just seems you really can't read my banner too well because of that, but it helped keep me on the chats.
And that's probably a lot with you, like you and Michelle using the same internet right there at the house. I'm sure that taxes it pretty bad. Yeah.
Yeah, that's probably our issue, but it also I noticed it does help. Knocking the bandwidth does help with your connection. Period. So whether it's, if it's helping mine and Michelle, me and Michelle stay on, it would probably help him. Is all I'm saying. I really don't know what I'm saying.
Well, I think we all did that earlier when the chat was messing up. I know I knocked mine back up, but when we were all just like going blank when we talked, we all like knocked our bandwidth down a notch, and it seemed to help. So it does make a difference.
Yeah, I agree with somebody said something on a video or a chat or something in the last week or so. I believe it's because Google's making all these damn changes and shit, and they're adding all this shit, but they hadn't upgraded their servers.
Yeah.
And it's causing problems. I kind of believe that, and no more than I know about IT. I believe that's probably an issue too, because they hadn't upgraded their shit yet.
Yeah. Well, and with the chats, they've made it so easy for people to do chats. There's so many of them that's taxing the hell out of their server. And like you say, if they hadn't upgraded their servers, and with all their changes they're making on top of that, it ain't doing nothing but causing problems.
Yep.
I mean, hell, I got the AT&T Uverse, you know, super high speed and all that, but yet when I look back at the chats, you can't read my damn little banner, and I'm like, hell, I can't get no faster. That's
Right,
as
that's what I'm
fast as
saying.
there is, you know.
That's what I'm saying. I think it's their server issue. And us backing off our bandwidth kind of helps that issue, even though it makes our video not as clear as it could be.
I mean, if I click on myself, it looks fine, but when I look at the replay, yeah.
It's all choppy looking.
Yeah.
Yep.
I didn't know Spearman had chickens. I'm going to have to hook up with Spearman because he lives just right up the road from me. Hang on a second.
Yeah, y'all got it going on. Y'all got a bunch of y'all in the same area. You, Stump, Spearman. Shit. Who else is it? Mouse Toes?
Mouse Toes. Well, she's on the coast, but she's in South Carolina.
Yeah.
But you got Southern Purple 1, Engineer 775, the Skinny Medic, Scoop.
Yeah, I forgot about
Zero.
I forgot about Skinny Medic. Yeah, he's in South Carolina now.
Yeah.
Or it may have always been. I just and then like you said, Suits.
Yep.
And I hadn't met Suge. I've met Engineer 775 and I've met Southern Purple 1. But I'd like to, you know, get together with Stump and tell you another one, MD Prepper. I don't know if you subbed to him or not.
MD
Prepper. He's actually a doctor.
I'll have to look that one up.
Yeah, look up MD Prepper. He does a lot of gun reviews, like the lower price gun reviews, and you know, like your high points and stuff like that. I don't think it's because that's all that's in his budget. He just figures that's a good market to, you know, show people inexpensive firearms and stuff.
He's got 12K, and he's a pretty big channel compared to me.
Yeah. And he lives just right around. I know Stump understand. He lives in like Pickens or Easley or something like that. So I mean, he's just right up here around me and Spearman.
Heck yeah. That ain't no piece from y'all. Well, that's slingshot distance, man.
Yeah, no shit.
Shit, I am subscribed to him.
Okay, there you go. You know, I think he's got a South Carolina flag as a little icon or something like that.
Yeah, it says Liberty.
Yeah.
With the moon blue. Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. Hell, I hadn't even seen a video from him, and I'm sub to him, so.
Well, hell, I mean, I don't see your videos unless I go look for them. You know how YouTube is. I mean, just because somebody's on your sub list, you don't see the videos they make. You have to sometimes.
I see all the shit that I don't really even care about.
Yeah. I like Dishes and the Michelle's. I was watching Michelle's video right as they started the chat. I seen that she had uploaded another video when I was looking for the chat, you know, and I was watching it because it didn't show up on my feed. Yeah.
Yeah, it took 100 and some minutes just to upload it. I never took that long before.
Shit, that's average around here.
I ain't never took that long. It usually is no time, and ours uploads. I don't know why.
You know, the weird thing is here though, like with my son's channel, you know, I end up doing the editing and uploading for all of us, you know, with our back and forth situation. But I mean, like, Little Stump will shoot a short video, say 2-3 minutes, and it'll take just as long as, say, one of mine that's, you know, 13, 14, 15 minutes. You know, anywhere from 100 to 220. Had one that was like 240 something.
Good gracious.
Good Lord.
Yeah. So, usually when I see that pop up there, I'll just go ahead and hit it, you know, as a private ordeal. I'll come back to it the next day or the day after that, and you know, add all the details and everything then.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. Some videos. I mean, definitely the shorter the video, it should load up quicker. But sometimes, like you say, it just I don't know. I guess it depends on the internet access. Maybe it's the time of day that you do it. It can take forever.
Yeah.
And the more, if you just upload it straight from a SD card, like out of your camera, it'll go quicker. But if you do any editing, you got to go through the editing software and then let it fucking format it. And then, I mean, that could take forever. And then you have to fucking upload it to YouTube, and that takes another forever. I mean, there's more to it than it seems. Like you with adding the intros, just adding the intro. Well, you got to go through editing to do that. You just can't pop it on there. That's why a lot of my videos, there's no intro, outro, or anything. I just throw it on there.
Right.
Yeah, I seen one you put up the other day. Had your bullet intro thing on.
Yeah, I did that for Boy and Blues because he said that the first time he seen that, it scared the shit out of him. So when I made his VR, I made sure to put it on there.
Sure is jumpy for a cop.
Yeah, well, a cop, a gun going off, bullets flying. Maybe I can see that. He was hitting the deck. That's the first 2 damn VRs I've done in a long time. I kind of just quit doing VRs for a while.
I did too.
Well,
I did the same thing.
There's just too many contests going on. I mean, it's hard to. And I hate to even choose a couple of them, but Paper Tiger and Boy and Blues have been, long time subs of mine and friends of mine and I felt like I don't mean to whatever everybody else, but I don't know how to say it, but I just felt like I owed it to them,
Right.
Yeah.
Makes you feel kind of guilty. You pick a couple out to do, but then there's so many more people that you want to support too, and it's like, so I haven't done any at all. I did Paper Tigers, but that's been like a month ago, not more.
You feel guilty because you do the one or two and don't do everybody else's, I mean, it's kind of I don't know. But we do what we do, I guess. I don't want to be a VR channel where all I'm doing is damn VRs, one after another. I don't want somebody to click on my channel and the last 5 videos I did were a VR for somebody. So that's why I quit doing it, to be honest. I mean, it's cool to win stuff, but I don't really do it to win it. I just do it to get other people to find their channel, because I think Paper Tiger is a cool channel. He makes some awesome fucking videos. It's just his editing ability just blows my mind. I mean, they're simple but yet complicated. And then like Blue, he's just been a friend on YouTube, for a while. And so I just felt like those two there, I wanted to support them, You're welcome, Paper Tiger. He's in the chat. He popped in.
Cool.
Awesome.
Because I remember when y'all seen Paper Tiger in the chats the first time, and I don't think I was on. I think I was at work and just, typing and stuff. And you're like, who's Paper Tiger? And I'm like, what the fuck? Y'all don't know Paper Tiger? Son of a bitch. He's like,
Yeah, I've been subbed to Paper Tiger since, I reckon as long as I've been subbed to you or more. Or
yeah.
You are?
He's been around a while, and like I say, I mean, I don't say he makes, you know, a shitload of videos, but the ones he makes, they're fucking quality fucking videos. I mean,
Yeah.
He's always got my attention, you know.
Yeah. Some professional shit.
I don't know, Brandon. Hell, I got 3 of those radios, so I might
Well, I
pay
ain't
it
gonna
forward.
lie. I want that damn radio because I'm poor and can't afford one.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna have to get one in for Blue to throw my name in the hat.
Well, I know if I win Blues, I'll definitely send a knife to Dish, and I'll probably end up sending the radio to somebody else. So.
Hooray, hooray. My knife.
If I do win it, I'll let them send it to me, and I'll make you a sheath for it, and I'll send it to you. That's a promise. Dish, if I win, Dish gets the orange knife with a sheath.
Awesome.
And if I win it, you can have the knife, but I can't make a sheath because I don't know how. But I'm keeping the damn radio.
Right, yeah.
I'll send the radio to John. I'll go ahead and say it. I'll go ahead and do it. He can have radio. Like I said, I did it for support because I got 3. I got 2 these Woshans and 1 Buffong or however you say it.
Oh, you're gonna make up some words now, right?
Yeah. Well, I can't speak Chinese. I don't know how the hell they say it.
Wong, wong, wong.
Or even the Wushan there. I've heard it. It sounds like ocean if you listen to it, because they actually on their website they have a little audio track to tell you how to pronounce it, and it sounds like ocean. But if you look at it, let's see if I can get it in there. It ain't gonna focus. It looks like Watson to me. I don't give a fuck. I'm from South Carolina.
Right. That's the way I've always said it when I seen it.
Hey, Mr. Bullet Points.
Mr. Bullet Points is in the house.
Yeah.
The B.
I guess Mr. Bullet Points don't know that he won something the other night because he wasn't in here.
Matter of fact, I just watched his latest video, or I think it's his latest video. What was that background frame thing for? Was that for a blue or green screen or something? I don't know if y'all seen the video. He said it was for, I can't remember what the video's name, but it was a backdrop for something, and I was like, okay, I know how to make the backdrop, but what the hell is the backdrop for?
Yeah, I saw that too.
I hadn't seen that one. I've been at school every night this week, so I get maybe 2 videos in before I leave every afternoon. Because my sorry ass stays up all night and then sleeps all day.
I'm assuming it was for like a green screen, for like making videos, but I don't know.
That's what I was thinking.
If I missed it, you know, maybe my attention wasn't paying, maybe I messed up and missed something, but I'm assuming it was for a green screen. But I was like watching it the whole time, and I got to the end, and I was like, oh, okay, now I understand what you're saying, but
He just said it was a green screen.
Okay.
Hey, Jeff XL12.
All right, Spearman, take it easy and be safe on the road.
Yep, be good, Bubba.
Comments ain't coming up. Good night.
I had to refresh mine about 17 times.
Yeah, I think I'm going to have to do the same thing.
Not downing you, Mr. Bullet Points. I was just, I was a little bit ignorant in my knowledge of what you were talking about, because you said what it was for. I just didn't know what the hell you was talking about.
Oh, Jeff X12's in the house.
Yeah.
Good night.
Yep, later.
Later, yeah.
Night, man.
Paper says you convinced him to get the Bofong UV5R. It's badass, but he's still learning to use it.
Yeah.
What are you seeing?
His
It just
comments
came up.
coming. Yeah, I just now see it.
My comments just coming up.
They are a little bit complicated, but once you kind of wrap your head around it, and to be honest, go to YouTube for instructions more than the one that come with it, because the instruction manual sucks for this thing. And download that chirp program. If you go back and look at my videos, that chirp program, as far as the repeaters, it makes it a lot easier. You don't, I mean, you just click buttons and it just automatically does it.
Yep.
Save dish. Savor. Don't hear that word too many times.
No, it's usually the folks down in the dungeon hollering, "Save me." They ain't worried about saving her.
Mm-hmm. Right on.
Oh.
Ooh, doggy.
Man, it puts a fire under it. It just irks me.
Yeah, oh, me too, man. I'm so hot inside, you have no idea.
Oh, I know. I imagine, because I know I am. It does. But what do you do? Unless you got a hitman out there somewhere you didn't tell me about. I'll go in half on
It
paying
takes
them.
a lot to take a rhino down. Just saying.
Yeah, right? I think that's a rhino and a half.
Like, what do you call it? One of them big ass water buffalo.
There you go.
Shit, that's a damn elephant.
The hell are we talking about?
We're talking about Discovery Channel wildlife. We're saying, yeah.
Big ass critters.
TR, you've seen the videos here on YouTube about the T-Rex rifle? Let's just say that's going to be what you need, minimum.
Okay.
Right. Some of those might bounce off.
Ching, ching,
Yep.
ching, ching.
I wonder if they make an armor-piercing round for that big old thing.
Yeah. It can't stay down with 3 barrels in it. Not with 3 barrels.
Right.
We're gonna need a bigger boat.
Need a barge.
Right? 2 or 3 tied together.
Right on.
If Super was in here, he'd say, "I'm so weak."
Right?
Yeah, super.
I'm so weak.
Yeah, he don't get on Wednesday nights too much, does he?
Mm-mm. He ain't even been in the comments. If he gets in the comments, I'll send him a link. But if I don't see him in the comments, I won't send him one because he won't answer it.
He's probably still, he's probably in bed because I think he's still working on that house that him and his dad was painting for somebody.
Yeah. Where they found that purple monster in the nightstand.
Right?
Right?
I was talking to Michelle the other night saying I'd like to have all the money that Supa's family spends on those days at the camp. All that food. I mean,
Right.
Oh my God, dude!
Yeah.
You see the last video?
yes.
Dude, I was like, man, I'd be in heaven.
Chicken
No kidding.
wings, hot dogs, hamburgers, steak,
Baked beans.
corn on the frickin'
Oh.
cob, beer cans up to the ceiling.
Yep.
Damn!
Man,
Yeah,
man, I'm gonna tell you right now, if they feed us and fill us full of drink like they show on them videos, I'll build that fucking floating deck for him.
Yeah.
I will
Right.
too. No
and then
doubt.
right after we get through, we can go fishing.
Right, because we'd work all that shit off doing
Hell
building
yeah,
that
we'd
thing.
work
Yeah.
it and we'd be ready to go fishing then.
Yeah.
Shit.
I mean, they'd already ate steak and a big pot of beans and shit, and they were still cooking hamburgers and
I know, they
hot
just put
dogs.
the
I was like,
in.
son of a bitch, where's the crowd at? And, you know, there ain't no crowd.
Right? I was like, man, that is heaven. That food
I
was
know,
so
right?
good.
Man, those chicken wings, man, were just dying to go in my face.
Boy, I forgot about the chicken wings, and
Yeah,
they
they
were
were
all
chicken
stuffed real good too, man. Oh,
Hey, they were in their room on the grill. They had the chicken wings in a pot on top of the beans.
Yeah.
right.
It's much
Chicken
fun.
on board.
Yeah.
Well, now you did notice they've got 2 big old grills going. Plus he's
Yeah.
got the burner tied to the tree over there.
Mm-hmm.
Say hi, Uncle Buzz.
Yeah.
And I told him I was kind of pissed
Right.
I hadn't received my invitation to his dad's bar and grill yet.
Yeah, I seen
no
that.
shit.
No shit, boy. Yeah, I guarantee you ain't gonna leave hungry.
Hell no.
No, you'd be too
Or
full
sober.
to drive.
Hey, chow and drink like that though. I'd be more than willing to get down there and work on the floating deck.
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah.
I'd be like, Dish, pass me that damn tube of seats, goddammit.
Yeah, right.
TR, you got them caps on them pipes glued yet to make this bitch float?
Yeah.
Let's go,
Not
let's
quite,
go.
dude. Not quite doing my hamburger yet, damn it.
We got hamburgers, steak, and wings on the grill, goddammit.
Right, yeah.
We got to hurry up.
We got to get this shit to float.
Right, yeah.
I'm like you. I'm so much into fishing. Hell, I'd have it might kill me, but I'd have me a damn dock out there. I don't give a shit if it was a fucking just regular ladder down to the deck.
There you go.
Fix me
on.
a swinging platform and have somebody reel me down with a boat trailer ratchet. Just hang above the water and stand there.
Hey, we'll get an electric winch and
There
hit
you go.
on a
There
tree,
you go.
lower our
Hook it
ass, raise
Hook
our
it up to
ass.
2 batteries with a small solar panel to feed the
Right.
batteries.
Yep.
We'll just hang some trees and fish all freaking day.
Hell yeah. Because come dark 30, it'd be time to go catfish.
True that.
So we'd have to work like hell during the day that morning to get it done, and then by the time we got through working, the food'd been done.
Yeah.
We could have eat, had a few beer brewskis, and relaxed a little bit.
Mhm.
And then by dark 30, we'd be down there cutting some shad bait, throwing in the
Right.
river, get some catfish.
Yeah, I'd have my winch on speed setting so I could run down the hill. Yeah. I'm here.
I'm here. Lock it out! Lock it out!
Yeah.
Just
Like
pop the
those-
clutch. Just pop the clutch and let it free spool down to the water.
Right? Yeah. Scream, hit the brake!
Yep. Every now and then do like the mountain climbers and bounce back. Bounce back.
Yep. I got a big one, reel me in.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm belay.
Yeah, this son of a bitch is at least 30 pounds.
Yeah, reel me
When
in.
I get a hold of him, y'all just reel me up. Have me a gaff hook, and I hook him in the lip, and just hang on to the pole going up to...
Say, I guess it's kind of funny. When I first started going just boating on Joe Cassie, Lake Joe Cassie up here in the upstate, I'd see these trout fishermen. I didn't understand what a downrigger was. I just seen these little bitty short rods that were like fucking huge, and they'd have weights that were like 4 or 5 pounds.
Yep.
And I was like, what kind of fucking fish is in this fucking lake? I don't know that I want to get in this son of a bitch.
Right?
I didn't understand the whole down rigging, holding your little bitty bait and stuff, you know.
Right.
I was just like, the fuck are they, fucking sharks or some shit? I mean, I knew it was sharks, but I was like, what size fish are in this lake that they need a 4-pound weight?
Right.
I'm picturing a fucking hook that looks like a damn a fucking anchor or something, you know? That Moby Dick's in this son of a bitch.
Right.
You wasn't expecting to see a 55-gallon drum for a cork, were you?
No, I mean, really, I was just, it blew my mind there for a little while until I had to, you know, finally did a little investigating on what the hell a downrigger was, because I thought that's what they was really, you know, catching the fish on. It wasn't even a fishing rod. It was like a steel pole, you know, with a big fucking
metal
crank handle on it with this, you know. I'm like, holy shit. And granted, this lake's like 300 foot deep, so anything's possible, you know.
Right.
True.
But all I've ever caught out of that lake is brim. I mean, nice brim, but you know, still bluegill.
Yeah.
That's a deep lake. It sounds like there'd be perch in there because it's so
Yeah, they
deep.
are.
Oh, okay.
The record perch, I think, come out of that lake. It's like 4 or 5 pounds.
See, whoa, wow! Now you're talking to perch.
Yeah.
Well, is that what some people down in my neck of the woods anyway call a perch a crappie as well, because it's a white perch. Crappie,
Yeah.
white perch.
No,
Is it the white? Is it the yellow perch like Dish catches up that way?
yellow perch.
The yellow ones. Okay, darn, that
Yeah,
is.
they look the yellow with a black stripe kind of on them. If I'm not mistaken, the record. Now I could be wrong, but I think the record was caught in Jocassee.
Cool.
I'm right on that, ain't it, Dish? Ain't that the kind of perch you catch up there? What they call yellow perch?
Yep. Yellow bellies.
Yeah, I know some of the older folks back home. If it ain't a bluegill, it's a perch, which is not right. It's, you know, it's either a crappie or a perch, and there are white perch and yellow perch.
Yes, and
So the white perch almost look like a crappie, but not
you're right.
quite. But the old folks just all call them the same thing, so that's why I was wondering.
Yeah. The white perch down here is almost like I'm not even sure if that ain't even in the bass family, because I think that's what they cross the striped bass with to make the hybrid striped bass.
There's a white bass in the Alabama River, and that's what I think you're thinking about. They made the hybrid freshwater stripe with, but
yeah,
there ain't that many of them down there on the Alabama River. But I have caught the white perch, and because I thought I had a odd shaped crappie, you know, and they was like, no, that's a white perch because he's slimmer. He's more fish-like.
It looks like a
But
panfish.
the crappie has got like he's huge, you know, tall body
Big
compared
old
to
paper mouth. Yep.
right
Yeah.
compared to
I think I caught some white perch on. I was on this little Lake Saluda one time here not long ago, and I think that's what we finally got into. We was getting stumped, and we finally found a little pocket, and we was pulling these little fish out, and I think that's what they were, white perch. Yeah, they're a little different.
yeah.
But the yellow perch, the yellow, they kind of remind me of the what they catch down there in South America. Those peacock bass, really colorful. That's what those damn yellow perch kind of remind me of.
Yeah, they do, don't
The
they?
shape, a little bit, yeah. I know in the Alabama River up around the locks, when the white bass are in pre-spawn, they school up because they don't do like a largemouth bass and have individual beds. They just start spraying eggs and stuff, kind of like crappie and perch and stuff do. And man, you can tear their ass up on a little spoon or one of them old school rooster tail jigs, you know. And, or if you get the little Well, I call them crappie jigs because they got the yellow or white feathers, a little lightweight. You put like 3 of them on your line at a time. I mean, you can catch 2 or 3 of them at a time when they're schooling up. Just tear their ass up. But it has a stout line, though, because if you catch 3 of them, you're going to break that shit.
Yeah.
And they usually only weigh about a couple pounds a piece, but you got 3 of them on there pulling all kind of crazy directions. It'll break your line unless you got some good line.
Well, that's one of the things I like about catching bluegill. I mean, because I use light tackle and really light
ultralight.
ultralights, you know. And that man, it's like pulling up a 5-pound bass, you know.
It is. It's so fun. Yep.
And they're not hard to catch, so that's what I like about it. I don't like casting forever for a bass where I can go into a little pocket and catch 3 or 4 brim, you know, just bam, 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 you know.
Yep. That's for sure.
And tastes good too.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, we got perch down here. Now I won't say that we have enough of the yellow perch to target, but they are. I've caught them fishing for brim, bluegills when I've caught them. So.
Yeah. As far as I know, there ain't no yellow ones on the Alabama River. There's just the white ones, and they're few and far between. It's mostly bluegill, and then the smaller one, brim, is like what they call old folks call sunfish because they orange bellies on the bottom, and then a shit load of crappie. We got a pretty good amount of those in there, but the perch are rare, and those were brought in. They tried to seed them, like they did the hybrid striped bass. The hybrid striped bass is pretty good in the Alabama River, as well as the white bass. But the largemouth bass they're there, but there's just so much water, it's hard to.
And see, hybrids don't reproduce. They have to constantly stock the rivers or lakes with them.
Do they? I thought the hybrid stripes did because I know I found them with the eggs in them.
Well, I don't know. That's just what I've been told, that they don't have.
Well, I'm not arguing. I'm just asking.
Yeah, maybe they don't have a real good reproductive rate because they are a hybrid. You know, maybe they do lay the eggs and stuff, but maybe not many of them make it, or something like that.
It could be. I don't know.
Because I know Hartwell, they stock them regularly with the hybrids around here. Because, like I said, I ain't saying they can't reproduce, but maybe they don't reproduce at a good rate.
Could be.
You know.
I didn't know. One way or another, to be honest. Tiger says, "Come fish for some bull sharks on the Potomac." I've had shark meat. I mean, it didn't really excite me, really.
Yeah, I can't say that I had good shark. I've had shark, but I can't say that I had good shark. But that could have been the restaurant, you know, and the cooks.
Yeah.
I saw somebody cooking with mako shark once, and they actually had to. You have to do something to it to get the ammonia taste out of the fish. And it's like, why would you even bother? You know, just another kind of fish.
But now, like tuna, if you've ever had like a fresh tuna steak, grilled, oh my God, that is some good. I mean, it tastes like the best fucking sirloin, not sirloin, but like ribeye or New York strip or whatever. I mean, it blows them out of the water.
The trick to cooking tuna is not to cook it where most folks would say, yeah, that's done.
Yeah.
You got to leave just that little bit in the middle. And that makes, for some reason, that makes a world of difference in the taste of it.
Yeah.
Which even if I overcook it, I love tuna, but but
it's hard to convince people of that because they're so used to tuna in a can, they don't realize what real tuna is supposed to taste like.
Right.
Yeah. It is delicious and expensive.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
That was one of the things that when I went to when I was still going out and doing my little party life and stuff, I used to go to a sushi restaurant. That was my hangout, and that was one of the things I got was like not necessarily pure raw, but like just slightly seared tuna. It was pretty much raw, but it was just lightly seared, just enough to give it a little bit of firmness. And that's what I even in that state it tasted like steak more than fish. You know.
Yeah. Well, they tell you that's how you cook it. You just give it a good sear.
Yeah.
Out of a thick piece, you know, eighth an inch on each side, and you're done with it.
Yeah.
As long as the middle is warm,
Mm-hmm.
you don't. I mean, it wouldn't taste right leaving it cold still, but make it where you sear it good on both sides, and the middle is warm. Stop, because it's so easy to overcook it. Apparently.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is definitely my favorite fish. But anyway,
Yeah.
go ahead, Stump. I'm sorry.
No, I was gonna say one of my favorite ways to cook it, prepare it, whatever you want to call it. Take big old slabs of it like that, and set it in a cold smoker. You know, never let the box temp get above 160.
Mm-hmm.
Let it roll like that over a peach and just a little bit of a pecan wood. Let it roll like that till it just starts to change color, which is usually about an hour and a half. It's kind of a quick process because it's so tender a meat. And then throw it over on a really hot grill and just sear the edges of it. Oh, son, that is good.
Oh, well, I bet that would be good with that damn smoke flavor in it too. So,
Oh, hell yeah.
Now I'm hungry. So.
Right.
So that was a problem with the sushi restaurants. It was never that smoky flavor, but if you could add that smoky flavor to it too, infuse that into that meat, oh my God, that would be some good stuff.
Yep.
That would be good that way.
Yeah. I run the smokers a lot around here. In fact, on the back porch, we've got a big old chest freezer. It's probably 6, 7 foot long, a little over 3 foot tall.
Yeah.
And I think it is quit. I mean, we didn't have anything in it, but it doesn't seem to be running anymore. So if it has turned out that thing has just quit and gave up the ghost, that thing's fixing to get turned into a smoker. Strip all the gut side of it, and that box where the compressor's at, It'll be a firebox, and I'll make a downdraft smoker out of it. I'll be able to put at least 2 hogs in it at one time.
Oh.
Damn.
Yeah, Texas Jet, a little bit. He said the hybrids survival rate is very low. They do reproduce, but not many of them hatch out. So it was kind of what I was thinking.
Yeah.
And I think they do the hybrids because they must grow really fast, you know, with that white bass in them. And that's why they do it, just to make a good fishery out of the lakes over the striped bass. You know.
Good night, Chris.
I'd never really gave it much thought because I know I'd skinned a few and they had eggs in it. I thought, well, shit, you know. If it's got eggs, it's reproducing. You know? I didn't give it a thought.
Yeah. Well, I only know that because I've heard so much about it because Hartwell is right here near me, and, you know, they talk about it a lot. You know, I hear, you know, in the fishing circles and stuff. That's the only reason I knew that they had to stock it regularly to keep the hybrid population up. But that was the excuse I heard because they wanted it to be a striper lake, but striped bass don't, I guess they don't grow as fast and as whatever in the fresh water. So they kind of stumbled across that striped bass hybrid, and that's what they mainly do just to kind of keep the fish population up.
Yeah. I think mixing them into white bass too also gave them the ability to adapt to freshwater.
Yeah, probably so. Probably made them thrive more, like you say. Yeah. Because striped bass are a saltwater fish. They slowly adapted to freshwater, but it's still not their natural environment.
Right. I know you can find them but up here on the York River, which is a brackish river. the stripes come up in the river to spawn.
Mm-hmm.
And then, because right here on the mouth of the Chesapeake Bay, they come up in the brackish river and spawn, and then leave back out, dip back out in the ocean. Those are just the straight salt waters, not the hybrid ones.
Well, actually, South Carolina is the one, the state are down in Santee. That's back in like the 40s or 50s is when they figured out that striped bass could survive in a freshwater environment, was because of South Carolina, and that's where they kind of it took off from there, because they was coming up the canals, like you say, to spawn, and they went in so far up into the Santee lakes, and then they was like closing off the
dams.
The dam, you know, locks, and they were getting caught, and they started, just started thriving in the lake, and that's when they first realized that the striped bass could survive in a freshwater environment.
Mm-hmm.
And then it took off from there, where they started, transplanting striped bass into other lakes all throughout the country. Just a little South Carolina educational tidbit. Got to represent.
Represent, right?
Right.
And if you look at a satellite photo of South Carolina, the Santee Lakes are fucking huge. I mean, they are huge. They really are. I won't say they're the biggest lakes. They're not the Great Lakes, but as far as a man-made lake in the States and stuff, it's Moultrie, and there's two of them. I forget the name of the other one, but anyhow, they call them just Santee Lakes, but they're fucking huge. I mean, they're like 17 or shit more than that miles across, which when you're in the middle of it, it's a big lake.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
It may only be 10 foot deep, 7 miles from the shore, but it's still a big lake.
Yeah.
Yep. And the last thing you want to do is be out there in a damn pontoon and one of them big ass storms blow up.
Oh, no shit. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I've been down there fishing one time, and we caught some pretty nice catfish. It's known for a catfish and striped bass both, but we went down there, and I guess it wasn't a good time, but I mean, we still caught up to like around 20, 25 pound catfish. Didn't catch many, but the ones we caught were pretty nice.
That's cool.
Yeah, I remember like digging my arm all the way up to my elbow trying to get the hook out of the fish.
Whoa,
right.
If you say a 20-pound fish, I don't give a shit what kind it is. That is a huge fucking fish.
Oh yeah. Right around 3 foot long.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
I had some. I mean, literally. I mean, the fish we were catching. I mean, you could hold them right at waist level, and their tail would be hitting the damn ground. 15, 20 pounders. That's how. I mean, just huge ass fucking blue catfish. That's what we was catching.
Yep.
I think I've seen any blue ones before.
Yeah, the blue catfish. The smaller ones have the colors come out better than the bigger ones. But if you catch a small blue catfish, it almost looks like a rainbow trout. They have a really colorful look to them when the sunlight hits it and stuff on their side.
Oh, I haven't
The
seen
bigger
those
they are,
before.
the more gray that they look.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Oh, okay.
And then you got the channel cat, which is the speckles on it, and it's yellowish, slightly.
Yeah.
And then the flatheads, aka yellow cat, no matter how big they are, they yellow.
Yeah.
And they got that flat ass pan head, so
Mm-hmm.
those are the best eating catfish you can get too. The flatheads. Oh my!
Well, see, and the flatheads, about all they'll eat is live. They're not bottom feeder, trash eating fish like people think they are.
Mm-hmm.
The best way to catch them is catch some brim or perch or something like that. Throw a hook on that, and throw the live brim or bluegill, whatever, out there, and that's what'll catch a flathead.
Yeah, they're real aggressive.
Mm-hmm.
They certainly taste the best out of the three.
And that might be why, because they're, like I said, they're not a true bottom feeder like people think catfish are. I mean, I've caught more catfish off good live bait, or at least cut bait, I mean, than the little bait balls and all that shit, you know. I mean, the worst thing I've really caught catfish on is a cut herring. Buying herring and cutting it up, and using it.
Yeah, I don't know much about fishing. I mean, I can catch a fish, but with us, usually the old ladies are the one doing the fishing. I'm just, driving the boat.
I love me some fishing. Now, I grew up growing up, it was not only for fun, it was for survival.
Right.
And that's no joke. I mean, I'm making that up because Dad's growing up. The plant that Dad worked at shut down, like every other plant eventually in our hometown.
Right.
And for years before a decent job showed up, he'd be working somewhere, but it was mostly like, it was a full-time job, but it was paying so little that couldn't make ends meet, so he fished and sold fish.
Right.
And a lot of times, because we couldn't afford a whole lot of groceries, what didn't get sold got ate.
Oh, yeah.
Because everybody wanted the fresh, but if you couldn't sell it, we froze it, and then we ate it,
Right.
And there was quite a time there where I thought I could swim underwater myself.
I thought you were growing gills, huh?
Right. And hell, I got the word good. I could snatch the hide off a catfish and have him gutted and cleaned and ready to go in the freezer in no time, no matter how big he was.
Right.
Because I was out there. When I couldn't go with him to help him run the lines and the nets and boxes, baskets, and all, whatever. He would go fishing at night, come bring the fish home. And this was like when we went in school. I had to skin the fish while he was at work the next day.
Oh, yeah.
And I better have them all done by the time he got off work. Unless it was a really good night fishing and he knew no way in hell I could get them done. He would get mad then. But if I was assing off, it's grits and gravy, boy. Come in, get your ass over here. I ain't working, days and nights, and you out riding around with your friends. Daddy, I'm out of school. Good, go to work.
That's right.
It ain't like this today. Well, I wanted to play my video game. No, you get your ass out there and you go to work.
That's right.
I've been on some fishing trips. It was a fucking job cleaning all the fish. Like I said, I was more into the crappie fishing. That's kind of, other than the bluegill, just farting around as a teenager and stuff. But as an adult, like my biggest fishing adventures have always been crappie fishing, and it was 30 to 50 fish, a mix, catfish, crappie. That was a lot of damn work the next day to damn clean all the fish. And they done been in the cooler all night, so they all froze. The tails were sticking up, and
Yep. Hey, gunmetal guy.
Howdy.
Owe me a Coke.
I know I got a canoe, but I'm still thinking seriously. I don't know if I talked about this or not, but I'm thinking about getting me a little kayak. How everybody's going to the kayak fishing.
Yeah. I don't know.
I've been eyeballing a bunch of them in the $300, $350 range, and I think because I could just throw it in the back of the truck and take off to the lake. So it's so convenient. is what I'm looking at.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
So is a little 8-10 foot John boat and a small trolling motor.
Well, yeah.
That would be my preference, because then I got leg room and place to put a
Yep.
few fish in my. I fished out of a kayak, buddy, because he had to. Him and his old lady are big kayak fishers,
Mm-hmm.
and he invited me to go with him one time, and she, obviously let me use her kayak, whatever. And it might have been just me, my big goofy ass sitting in it, but I was so uncomfortable that I actually had a bad day fishing.
Really?
I just couldn't get comfortable. And we were catching the hell out of fish, but I was just so uncomfortable. I wouldn't want one. That's me personally.
Mm-hmm.
I'd take a canoe or a little flat John boat, heartbeat.
Well, like I said, I do have a canoe, so it's not like I can't just throw a boat on the truck and take off fishing. I don't know, it was just kind of an interest. I just see there was so much hoopla about it. I thought about trying it out.
If I was just out there going to go kayaking for the sake of kayaking, then it wouldn't have been so uncomfortable.
Yeah.
But trying to fish and all this, and they had quality kayaks. It wasn't like they had some, cheap shit. That was. I guess it just might have been because it was my first time or whatever, but I just couldn't get comfortable with it.
Yeah.
Now,
Well,
on the way back, once we had everything strapped back down to the kayak to get out there and to get back, I enjoyed that because you could get it. You just stroke down on that son of a bitch, and them things move pretty fast.
mm-hmm.
Yep.
But and that part was fun, but I just didn't enjoy fishing out of it.
Was it one that you get in a little bit, or was it one you sat on top of?
It was one you just sat on top of.
Okay.
It wasn't one like you see on the whitewater rapid. It was it was a lake kayak, not a rapid kayak.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I've seen both type. Even for fishing, you get in it a little bit. It's still open cockpit,
Yeah.
And I've seen the ones that you're just slam on top of it.
But this one was sort of. I mean, you kind of sit down in a little dip,
mm-hmm.
and it was shaped for you. You had to put your feet in there, or you could grip your heels in, so you wouldn't be sliding one way or the other in it and all that stuff. And I mean, it was made for fishing out of. I mean, that's what they bought them as. But I don't know. Like I said, it could have been just because it was my first time ever.
Yeah.
But I didn't enjoy it.
Yeah. Well, it's just an idea I've been throwing around. There's other shit I need to spend money on other than a $300 kayak, no doubt. But
well, you might enjoy it a little better. I'm a little bit chubbier in the middle than you is. That might have been my uncomfortableness sitting in that thing,
Well, I'm just thinking something I could throw in the back of the truck, strapped down, and just be at the lake, and without, I mean, just real quick and convenient, and I mean, not that I can't load my canoe up and stuff like that, but it's a little bit more process, and if I'm going to go by myself anyway. But the ones I've looked at, I've had to look at ones that had access to underneath behind them because I need a cooler for my beer.
Damn right.
Yeah.
So I've been really pricing them out and looking at the options, because if I can't have my beer cooler, I ain't going.
Right.
That's like bad karma to go fishing without beer.
Yes, it is. Yep. That's why I like that little John boat. You got plenty of room for your cooler, your tackle box, a couple extra rods. And that way you got some different setups. You don't have to keep changing shit out.
Well, like I said, my canoe, it's got a lot of room in it.
I can throw my trolling motor on it, and I don't have to paddle nowhere. Gives me more time to drink beer.
That's right.
Because I really want to get back into crappie fishing. The canoe probably is a better option for me. I probably need it because I could throw up a little light on it, throw a little light out on the side, and actually paddled. My best crappie spot even when I was taking my motorized boat, I could still see the landing. That's how close I was. I mean, it was just like I really could take my canoe and do the same crappie fishing that I used to do, you know. But like I said, the kayak thing just seemed like a neat little, quick and easy way to go fishing, you know.
Yeah.
And it's gotten to be very popular, and I understand why, because it costs a lot of money to buy a boat, put insurance, or pay taxes on it, pay the gas to get to the lake. I mean, there's a lot of money, and money's tight for everybody now. Fucking inflation is eat our ass up.
Yep.
And I think that's why you see so many kayak fishermen now.
And in the communist wealth of Virginia, they charge you property tax on your boat too, just like they do on your vehicle.
Yep, they do here too. It ain't much on my boat because it's an old boat, but the reason I hadn't fixed it up and took it to the lake, I need to rebuild the motor. It's an old boat. Is because it costed so much money in gas to get to the lake and all that shit. You know, it's just like, well, fuck it. I mean, hell, it cost me $100 to go fishing. It's not. I enjoy it, but I don't enjoy it that much. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, you can burn $100 bill up quick.
Yep.
That's why I was looking at the canoes and kayaks and stuff like that. Something, I mean, I could just, cheap and easy to go to the lake.
I got me a trolling motor I bought from my old boy when I was in the Navy for $50 used. 35-pound thrust, I think. Got an old battery, still holds a good charge out of one old vehicle I used to have. And then around here, when you go to any of the lakes, because you're not out in the country, you have to go to the park lakes that's run by the state or the city or the county or whatever. You can rent those little 8 and 10-foot John boats for $10 a day. I slap my trolling motor on it. And these lakes around here, they don't allow anything over, I think it's 4.8 horsepower anyway, as far as gasoline motors go. So, trolling motor ain't shit, I got my own, so I don't have to rent the motor and the battery and all that shit. Like I said, I can get the little John boat for $10 a day. I'd like to have one of my own, but even the little 10-foot John boat around here, you have to get a tag for and all that shit. So.
Well, that's fucked up.
Yeah. Just like a regular size boat, you have to get the numbers in your little state registration tag on it.
I think
in Alabama, I believe if it was 10 foot or under, you didn't have to.
I think in South Carolina, even if you put a trolling motor on a boat, you have to register it and all that. But if you don't have a motor on it, you don't have to.
Right.
So even a canoe, if you put a trolling motor, technically, you're supposed to have stickers and shit on it. But how hard do they press that? I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, our little John boat, we went through that mess, and you got a hull number or serial number or whatever they call it now. You got to supply that. Well, our little John boat is, it's a 10 foot, I think, and it's so damn old. It doesn't have a serial number or hull number or anything like that. It just has Lowe's stamped in the side of it.
Yeah.
And I told them that, and they said, well, let me give you a phone number. It was to our local game warden. So I told him, I said, all right, Bubba, you know the little boat. What's the deal here? What have I got to go through? He said, well, in your case, don't worry about it, because I'm the local game warden around here. I'm the only one in this county and the next two. I know it's you. I know you tried. I ain't worried about it. Just put the damn motor on it and go.
It's cool living in the South sometimes, ain't it?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah. And growing up, our game warden and the guy that replaced him, they all ran bird dogs and done the field trials and stuff like that. Well, my uncle, who I basically grew up with, I mean, he was kind of like my dad since my dad was killed when I was so young. I was always around the game warden, you know. So I mean, hell, I don't have no problems out of them. Now they'll fuss and scold my ass a little bit, you know, if I get caught with, you know, 2 deer in the back of the truck in the middle of June or something. But you know, short of that, they really don't worry too much, you know.
As long as you kind of following the rules, they'll let you know.
Yeah. Of course, now every year he gets 2 deer put in his freezer that he didn't have to get out of bed for, so that has a lot to do with it too.
Well, that can't hurt. That's for sure.
That's right.
Right. Or bribery
Howdy,
by proxy.
That's right.
Redneck Pepper's in the house.
Hey, man.
Stu's in the house.
Hello.
Hey, y'all.
Awesome.
Yeah, I know a lot of people are surprised I don't deer hunt, but I have so many friends that have friends that hunt, and my freezer is always full of deer meat. It is full right now, and I mean to the brim, and it's like, yeah, maybe I should deer hunt so I have those skills, but I have so much meat. All I have to do is pay the processing fee. That I just don't make an effort, because it's like every year it's like I have people, hey, I got a deer, you want it? Yeah, I got a deer, you want it? You know, and it's like, well, yeah, 60, 70 bucks, and I get a processed deer. All I gotta do is pick up a box. That's I'm sorry. I'm just like, what the fuck do I want to go deer hunting for?
Yeah,
But now I do understand the joy of the hunt, just like I enjoy fishing. You know, I enjoy catching the fish more than I do eating it. So I get it. You know.
Well, on the deer hunting, I'm kind of spoiled. You know, out here where we're at, you know, a lot of people think I'm joking when I say it, but honestly, the computer chair or the chair for the desk here that I'm sitting in now, it's comfortable. I'll set it out on the front porch, and I'll have my coffee cup and my little thermos, and I'll be sitting right there on the front porch. I don't go in the damn woods. They walk right up in the yard.
Yeah. Yeah, especially where Stump's at, because where Stump's at is where it's kind of like where the flat lands are starting, and the flatlands of South Carolina are ate up with fucking deer. So I totally believe what he's saying. That's where everybody goes to deer hunt, is the mid part of the state, you know. And he's not quite in the mid part, but he's at the beginning of it, you know. And yeah, there's deer every fucking where.
Oh, yeah. And back when I was with NWA, you know, running the dump trucks local, it was kind of common. You know, you get up in the morning, you had to be in the truck by 4 a.m. most mornings.
Yeah.
I'd walk out my front door and I'd hit the bottom step coming off the porch, and there would literally be 1 or 2 between me and my damn motorcycle, which was 20 feet away.
Yeah.
I mean, it's hard as all get out to do any kind of a garden around here, because you lose everything to the deer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Of course, now being as far back in the woods as we are has a little bit to do with that too.
Right. Yeah, you definitely had to put up some fencing.
Oh yeah. Or just, you know, spend more bullets. Either way.
True. Either way, it's putting food in the freezer, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's right.
Varmints. It just happened to be a damn, 8-point buck, but it was still a varmint.
Right. He 2 rows of peas last night. I had to get my money back.
That's right. Like I say, just keep the game warden's freezer full, and, you know,
Yeah.
have the occasional cookout and invite him. It's all good.
They say small town America, it has its advantages. I definitely appreciate it. There's so much shit we see on the news about all these big cities and stuff. Sometimes it's hard to comprehend, because, like you, Stump, you know, we're so used to the more small town. I mean, there's still politics and stuff involved, but it's just a lot more personable. You know, I mean, when the guy comes to your door, he'll shake your hand and talk to you. You know.
Right. Yep. It's I mean, a perfect example of that. The other night, old Mad Mark was on here with us. Yeah, he got to talking about the laws concerning a knife and a gun up there where he's at, in Canada. I was dumbfounded. I didn't think there was. It was hard for me to register there was anywhere on the planet where you could get in serious trouble and possibly face jail time for having a pocket knife.
Yeah.
Not even one of these fancy assisted opening tactical whatevers. I mean, just like an old case 2-blade trapper.
Yep.
You could go to jail for that. That was crazy as hell to me.
Yeah, we don't always realize how free, as much as they're trying to take it away from us, how free we really are.
Yep.
Yeah, they trying to make us be like everybody else with no freedoms, but we still got a few.
I mean, and like I said, that small town America, and I don't care if it's in the South or in the Midwest or wherever it is, but you get into your smaller towns, which probably, the majority of people live in, it's a different world than what we see on the internet and TV, where it's, the big city shit going on.
Right.
It's sometimes it's hard to relate. Like I said, I had an incident where I even fired my gun. It was a warning shot, don't get me wrong, but it was a warning shot. And the police called me on my telephone and talked to me. I never saw a cop face to face over it. I talked to him on the phone 2 times. Mm-hmm. The first time he left a message, I didn't even get back with him. I called him back the next day when I woke up and talked to him, and he's like, "Okay, Mister, blah, blah, blah," and that was it.
Yep. Yeah, the last time I got in trouble around here, and so that's the weird thing, everybody around here that I went to school with, everybody's either a cop or a convict. I mean, every one of us. I ain't kidding you. This old boy I grew up with, he called the house and said, "Boy, you got a warrant against you?" I said, "No. What do I need to do here?" He said, "Well, when's your next day off?" I said, "Hell, I don't know. We're paving an interstate right now." He said, "Well, I tell you what, I'll drop it off at your house. I'll leave it in whatever vehicle or the bike's there or whatever. I'll just leave it somewhere where you can find it." I said, "Okay, what do I do?" He said, "Just sign it and mail it back to me." And said, "We'll go ahead and do all the paperwork. We'll just do it as a PR bond." Said, "Just show up for court in a couple of months." Okay. So, like 3 months went by. I called him back up. I said, "Hey, man, nobody's ever sent me a letter or a phone call or nothing about a court date. What's going on?" He said, "Oh, don't worry about it. Everything was dropped. It's all fine. Don't worry." I never seen him. Never seen a courtroom. Nothing.
Well, that's the way it should be.
Yeah.
And that's the way it should be. I mean, if a serious crime went on, okay, I understand going to court, but
right.
Little bullshit, stuff that goes on between 2 guys on a Saturday night or whatever.
Right.
Once it's over, it should just be over. Even if, like I said, that one with me, that little instance I had, it went too far, but at the same time, the cops kind of read between that, and they're like, "Well, we got his story. Let's get your story." But they did it over the fucking phone, and it was like, "Well, that's what we thought."
Yeah.
They kind of determined, they already had it in their mind what happened. They just wanted to hear both sides, and then it was just dropped.
Yeah.
But I guarantee if I was in New York City, my ass would probably be behind bars right now.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, you had a SWAT team in your up your nose.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it would have been full-blown SWAT team, no-knock warrant, and freaking Humvees and Bradley's out in the front yard and shit.
Yeah.
Right.
You'd be sitting out on your porch and they'd still use that big old thing to knock your door down.
Yeah, no shit.
Yeah. You'd have had to throw you through it.
Yeah, really.
or at least attempt to anyway.
That'd be hell. Have the cop use you to break down your own door.
Yeah, really.
I believe it would in those bigger cities. Ain't no cat.
Yeah.
Like I say, the worst cop experience I had was in the town of Greenville, which if you look on the map, Greenville's pretty big.
Mm-hmm.
And even then, there was a limit how far they would go, but that was the worst bullying I've had by cops. But now, as far as the little town I'm around, Travelers Rest, and actually Greenville County cops, like sheriff county cops, no problem. City cops, that was the worst cop experience I've had. But like I said, go ahead,
No,
John.
I'm sorry. What Gunmetal said goes along with what you just said. Country Leos don't have to prove they're grown men like some city Leos. They live like a grown man every country day.
Exactly.
Right.
Exactly. And that's been my experience. Like I said, those city cops in Greenville, which Greenville is a pretty big city, for the South.
They got the flex.
Yeah, they got to flex their muscles, and they did, that night. But I will admit, I bucked them just enough to where they never even checked my ID or even asked for my ID and stuff like that. But they did their, drunk test. What I don't know. It's a whole big story, but it was a bunch of bullshit. Anyhow, and they left me alone. They left me, But now every other experience I've had with law enforcement has been pretty positive. I had one TR cop pull me over and kept pressing me, asking me if I had drugs in the car, which I didn't. I mean, I was like, I was on my way to work, and I admit I don't do drugs. I do drink when I'm at home, But I mean, to the point they had a damn K9 unit out there and all, and I was like, I just laughed at him. It kind of pissed him off, because he kept saying, "Are you sure you don't have drugs?" I just laughed. I said, "No, there ain't no drugs." I even told him, I said, "You want me to do a piss test? I don't have any drugs in the fucking car."
I would have been smart ass to wonder what you want me to do? Shit you some?
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
And even them, they still never searched my car, because I'm sure
no
he
problem cause, really.
Yeah, I'm sure he kept doing a damn background check and it didn't even come up. I mean, I'm such a fucking Boy Scout. There's nothing on my fucking record. I mean, nothing. And he probably kept punching it in. It's like, boy, there must be a fucking error here because we ain't got shit on this guy. But even that wasn't a bad experience. He just, he was just pushing, and I was like, and he was trying to, I was doing 47 into 45. And there again, I was like, yeah, go ahead, write me a ticket. I'm going to take this fucking court,
No doubt.
Well, hell, even then, you're still inside the tolerance that they can calibrate the radar guns too.
Yeah, I'm in an old ass fucking like 90 fucking one Saturn that, even then it was 10, 15 years old, and it's like, the accuracy's got to be off. I said, write me a ticket. Go ahead. Yeah, I even told him. I said, go ahead.
Yep. He froze with one hell of a look on his face.
Yeah, he did. He did.
My darn computer again.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Jeff Egg said you should have took a huge sniffle and said, "Nope, no more drugs."
Right?
Yeah, really.
You're right? Like, no.
Yeah.
Yeah, they would have turned the dog loose and cut that truck all to hell.
Mhm.
He gave us probable cause. He wiped his nose. Yeah.
Why are you beating the shit out of him?
Yeah.
Right. Stop resisting. Stop.
Right, exactly. I'm not doing anything. But I
You didn't do shit, you dumbass.
do.
Now you're just assaulted police officer because you called me a dumbass.
Right.
Oh yeah.
And if you get arrested for that, I would still be in prison because I've called so many cops, you stupid MFers, and are you so stupid you can't tie your shoes and all kind of insults. Probably should have been in jail a couple times, for stuff that led up to me saying those things. But I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. I was in a bar one night and a great big old just stupid brawl broke out. And somebody called the law and they showed up, like 3 or 4 cars. And this little bitty lady, I mean she might have been 5 foot tall and full uniform with a little Batman belt on and everything. She maybe would have weighed 90 pounds.
Yeah.
Yeah, she hollered something about a taser, and I turned around just as she shot a guy that was probably 3 foot away from me with it. And he hit the ground like a damn sack of taters.
Yeah.
And she looked at me and said something to the effect of basically telling me to stand down, get on my knees, hands behind my head, all this shit.
Yeah.
I looked at her while I was dropping to my knees saying, "Yes, ma'am, I am 100% compliant. Don't point that damn thing at me." That is the most violent thing I have ever seen done to another human being. Those things are just nasty mean.
Mm-hmm. They'll damn sure get you.
Yeah.
Make you piss your pants.
I tell you what, I almost pissed mine, and I ain't the one that got hit with it.
Right. Good night, redneck.
Night, redneck.
Right.
Yep, later.
All right, guys. Well, it's 2:18. We'll get ready to call it a night.
Okay.
And we'll see you guys. Well, I guess Friday I'll have Michelle just playing her friends at, I ain't got nowhere to go, so 9 o'clock.
So about 9:30.
Yeah. About 9:30. Right. Well, usually that's when I have to go to Carolina, but I don't have to go this weekend. So I can do it at 9. So 9:30ish. You got it down. And then we'll see you Saturday at 11:30. And I guess that's pretty much it. Anybody got anything else that we need to tell them? Nothing?
Yeah.
No.
Okay.
Nothing comes to mind.
Alrighty.
Thank y'all for hanging out.
Yep.
Yes.
Appreciate everybody. Thanks.
Well, yeah. Other than that, yeah, good one stuff.
Yeah, right?
The obvious, right? That we all should be
Yeah.
all good hanging out with us. Yeah, sure.
Oh, they know that we appreciate them. All of
Oh, I
them
know.
coming and hanging out with us and sticking it out with us.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll have to do some, no, Jerry, you didn't run us off. It's just that time.
I was about to have to bail anyway. I got to go to work in the morning. So.
TR got to work in the morning. Dish Michelle's in a blah mood.
No, I'm tired. I'm like really exhausted and tired. I don't know why, but I am. I am tonight.
It'd be easier on her, Johnny.
You're right. Tired. Well, I'll hit the sack here in a few
No
minutes.
such thing.
Yeah. Enough. All right, guys. We'll see you guys Friday and Saturday.
All right. Later, everybody.
Bye.
Bye, everybody.
Bye.
See ya.
Yep, y'all be good.